2025-2026 season is upon us. And these Knicks, man, I don't know what we're going to do with them this year, because are we going to be at the highest of the highs or the lowest of the lows? I don't think being in the middle is going to be anything on the table for us. It's going to be one or the other. So welcome. I haven't seen you guys in this format in some months, so it's a nice thing to see. How you doing, Jimmy? How you doing, big baby? Welcome back.
All right. How you doing, bro?
Another season for us. I'm happy to be talking about these Knicks again.
Another season without somebody at the helm, which is thank the Lord.
Well, it's not another season without. It's the first season without.
The season.
If you count the preseason, then it's another season.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So don't we have like, what, 4 seasons in a year now? It's the preseason, the start of the season, it's the mid-season, then it's the postseason.
Yeah, exactly.
But they had that mid-season tournament, don't?
Yep.
You know, I just want to mention one thing. I just read an article that Thibodeau
You read?
was, huh?
You read? I didn't
Sometimes.
know you do. Mm-hmm.
Thibodeau was up in Boston helping out the Boston Celtics.
Really?
Oh, yeah? He's been doing that a lot.
They're in trouble.
Burn them out.
If that was the case, I would believe it. He visited Minnesota early in the preseason too, so that was interesting. And it's funny how it was around the time that Hefty Lefty was proclaiming his dependencies and how they're going now. So it was interesting to see those two together talking about the old days as it pertains to the Knicks. But that's them. This is now. This is our team. Have you been following closely the offseason?
I have. That's why we did.
So you saw so before, not the preseason, but the offseason, all the things they were thinking about and stuff like that. Yeah,
No,
summer league, any of that stuff. You watched any of that?
No, I've been watching mostly from the preseason. I really didn't, because I don't really like summer league, and I don't like all that preseason stuff. I want to see. I want to see preseason games to tell me how you're going to be playing and who you're going to be playing, and so I did see that. But what are you referring to?
Well, definitely the off season included summer league, which I did watch some of the summer league, the first 2 games basically, and wasn't too thrilled with what I was seeing. I actually turned it off after the first 2 games, and I didn't want to see them anymore because it was very depressing as to how a group of players who had months to get themselves prepared, regardless of who the coach was, underperformed so well during the summer league, and that's something that was disappointing. So so that was something that I definitely will keep that in mind, but it wasn't something that I was wanting to see.
But half of the summer league guys that you saw playing not even going to be on the team. Like Cole, okay, yeah, he is, and Hawk Porter, yeah, he is. That guy, Trey the third, he's on the squad. I think his last name is Jameson. I think it is.
Jameson, yeah.
Yeah. He's on the squad, and that other guy. All right, but the vast majority of them are not even going to be on the team. So that's why I don't give too much credit.
Yeah, but I was really interested in seeing Kolek, Hawk Purdy, McCullough, and Hakoum Dadiat and I was impressed with the fight that Hakoum put up in the first game, but when he got injured quickly in the second game, I was like, come on, man. And then McCullough's, I did like his effort in the first game. I really enjoyed his second game because he put up a fight even though he had a lot of shots. But then the third and fourth game, I was disappointed in his overall effectiveness on the court. And then Kolek was not effective all around the whole summer. And then Purdy got hurt. So it was I was looking for them to demonstrate dominance to a degree, at least up to some level of dominance. But that didn't transpire. So I had a very disappointing summer league season. So that was that.
Did Putty hurt his knee?
No, I think he hurt his wrist or something like that, or shoulder, something like that. Yeah,
Oh,
it wasn't because he didn't play in a couple games after that.
Oh, okay.
And he still had the same energy, which was great. But when they came into the training camp, you can definitely see he lost some weight. So that was good to see that. And I was watching a lot of some of the trainings that some of the guys were putting out, and it's interesting how to watch guys train today. It's a lot of one-on-one individual training. There's no actual real basketball being played. You back on the concrete, or you even in the gym with doing 5-on-5, and you playing basketball, not allowing the guy to a soft defense that you're playing against. And it was kind of disappointing to see that as well. But that's the era that we in for basketball, so it is what it is. But,
you know what you have seen in the past, and so I can understand a little bit why they may play a little soft. Injuries. They may be concerned about injuries, because like a lot of these guys, these guys that you're talking about, like this, for example, take Kolek, right? If Kolek gets hurt and he's out for, let's say he's out for a year, that may damage his whole career, because he may never get an opportunity. Next Kolek's out, Knicks go pick up somebody named Joe Schmo, and Joe Schmo happens to be the next Magic Johnson. Kolek ain't coming back. So Kolek, guys like that, they tend not to want to get hurt because they just can't afford it, because financially they need this job. So that could be one reason why they could play soft.
And Kolek's the young white kid, right?
Yeah. He's good though.
I like him.
He's a good player. I don't like the fact he weighed number 13, but it's all right.
Who cares about Mark Jackson?
No, he's not Mark Jackson. But
Thank you.
I didn't say he was, but hey.
No, but you associate 13 with Mark Jackson. So the fact that you made that connection, you understand who Mark Jackson was as a early player in the league.
Yeah,
so
but I also understand
let's just leave it at that.
I also understand that Mark left and went to Indiana Pacers, which I hate.
No, well, Mark got traded to the Indiana Pacers.
Whatever. He was loyal to them.
It was, as you just said, you got to play to be in the league. So you got to give him a pass. You just said that.
Why did he get traded?
So, he got traded from the Clippers.
Who, Mark?
Yeah.
See, I remember going to the Clippers.
Yeah, he got traded from the Knicks to the Clippers. That's how they got
No.
What's his name? Charles Smith.
He got traded from the Knicks to the Clippers?
Yeah, for Charles Smith.
I did not remember that. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know it either.
I did not remember that.
Yeah.
I remember going to the Pacers, but I remember the in between.
Yeah.
How long was
got rid of him?
How long was he with the Clippers?
I think it was a season or two. It wasn't long.
Yeah, I remember him with the Clippers.
Yeah, it was a season or two.
Man, I'd have been no wonder I hate the Clippers. Besides the fact that I hate the claw.
Yeah, he played 2 seasons with the Clippers.
Really? You know what? I would have argued you up and down on that one, because I did not remember that. All right. But
Kolek, Charles Smith.
You can see Kolek has a good eye for the game.
Oh yeah, he definitely a good ball player.
And his defense has improved. I noticed that his defense. Well, I put it like this here: he puts himself in a better position now on defense. Because
I like that point that you just made there.
Because he usually get beat to the spot, but now I notice on the games he gets to the spot before the offensive player gets there, and which is shows that he's learning the game. Because
that's what the when you taught the game, you beat the person to the spot.
Yeah, beat him to the spot.
Make them alter what they were intending on doing.
Absolutely, and he's been doing that. I did notice. That's one of the reasons why we got beat so many times last year with the other guy that just got cut by the Pacers, Payne. He always get beat to the spot.
Because he was always a gambler. He was a gambler. He didn't really know the game.
Always reaching and trying to do what play defense with your feet, not with your hands.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, so that was something that I would agree with that regarding Kolek. His anticipation and knowing the tendencies or what was actually happening around him, so that he can see what's going on. Because if you anticipate the pick, you can put yourself in position to be able to negate the pick and make it more challenging for the individual.
His offensive vision is beautiful, though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he really sees a cutting guy.
He sees the court.
Yeah, he's a pure point guard.
The whole court.
I don't know who taught him how to play or who he's been watching, but he definitely is a pure point guard. I mean, again, he's not no Mark Jackson, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
he's pretty
that's
good.
cool. Yeah, I've been in the preseason. I was definitely disappointed in that he got some consistency. Don't know. I think he still plays with fear, and that's to have that level of length, skill. Not everybody has the aggressiveness or the freedom to be able to make mistakes on the court. I think he still plays with a lot of fear.
It's interesting that you say that. But what I noticed with Dadier is that he played the first couple of first preseason game he started.
Yeah, he started. Yeah,
and he played that game as if he was playing for Thibodeau.
You
notice
that's the fear. That's the fear.
Right, but you notice that in these last couple of games, he didn't play the last game, but the middle two games, he played. He was shooting the ball and just and taking the three and doing his thing. I don't know whether someone talked to him and said, "You're not playing with Thibodeau, you're playing for Brown. Don't be afraid to shoot."
It's funny because that's just how I felt his first game.
Because it was clear.
It was like a carryover from the previous era.
I think Brown he wants to develop players.
Absolutely.
He wants to have strength. He wants to have a strong bench. Not just to have a bench for guys when they get hurt, but to develop guys so if someone gets hurt, they can fill in and be effective.
Or if someone gets tired.
Exactly.
Because you playing guys 44 minutes a game for 50 games, and then now you're in the playoffs and the guy's tongue is on the ground. And you wonder why they can't keep up. Well, because he's been playing 200 minutes a game. And
everybody is utilizing their players for the best effectiveness. They're not burning them out.
Right.
So I still think, as you said, that the key to it all is maximizing the talent that's before you, knowing your strengths, and making sure that you demonstrate them when you're on the court. If you're on there, if you on the court and the coach recognizes that you're a shooter or you got length and you know how to move on the court, do that when you're on the court. If you don't do that, then why do we have
afraid? Don't be afraid to play a game.
He has to have the license to do that, and then hopefully he develops that. I was watching the game, like the last few preseason games, and I'm like, who is this number 50 on the court on the Knicks? Like, I didn't know who he was. I had to look him up. I said, Jameson? I said, I remember him in the summer league.
Right, yeah.
So, but he had a block in the second to last game. I'm like, wow.
He's very good defensively.
That he is. He's effective on the defensive end. Yes, I would agree.
He's a little raw when it comes to offensive moves. He's good on putbacks and rebounding. But they kept him around for some reason. I don't know why. So clearly,
he's on a two-way contract. He got a two-way contract. So
yeah.
So that's the thing there.
So I mean, he has to play at least 50 games with the Knicks. So
some number of games, yeah.
Well, put like this: he had to be on the roster
Yeah.
on the main roster for at least 50 games. You don't have to actually play, but he has to be on the main roster for at least 50 games. But they kept him around. But my boy, who I really love this guy, Haporti, I love this dude, man. I think he's going to be. I think he may be the key to us trading Robinson.
Yeah, because he spells Robinson because he doesn't have to score.
Glenn keeps saying that he likes to trade, get rid of guys. You know, he was always telling me to get rid of guys. Glenn is the true get rid of a guy.
I like to get rid of garbage. If you can't, if all you can do is rebound and dunk, to me, I mean, yeah, he is good defensively. Don't get me wrong. I think he's very good defensively. But I think Haporti gives you the same defense.
Yeah, it gives a little bit of offensive diversity. Yeah, he does.
And
he developed that little that push shot, which I hate to look at. That's the worst shot I ever see a person take, but I can't stand it.
But it goes in.
It goes in.
Same thing with
I can't deny it.
With the white boy who went over to
Yeah.
I forgot his name now.
Hartenstein.
Yeah, Hartenstein. Yeah, that stupid looking push shot.
Yeah.
But it went in.
It did. I can't knock it. Can't knock it.
You know, Jonathan and Mitch Robinson can't even do that.
Yeah.
He can't even catch the ball.
You know. And the other thing about Mitch, you know, he's still accident prone. Injured.
Oh my Lord!
Because he injured himself. He got a torn ankle.
Now
after game three.
Yeah, he's
he didn't play the last 2 games.
Yeah, but will he be out for the start of the season?
I don't think so.
They probably took him out quick so he didn't hurt himself. And he worked.
Jimmy,
he's too injured.
Jimmy, there's no probably to that. They did take him out. He hurt himself.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah, he was injured himself.
He's like a walking time bomb.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
So I remember, first couple series of this pod, somebody was beating me up saying, "How could you be prone to injuries?"
I did say that. Say that. Yes, I did. I won't deny that I said that.
But now you see.
Well,
certain guys are. That's like what's his name? Embiid. He's injured.
I just think that sounds so ridiculous to me, to be prone to get hurt. But I guess it is true. I mean, I clearly, some guys are always hurt.
Yep.
So clearly, I must admit I did say that, and I do sound foolish, but it's like unbelievable, man. Like, man, every time I turn around, I mean, even in the playoffs a couple of years ago, Embiid just touched his ankle. Oh, I'm like, oh, come on, man.
I hate to see players, and I'm worried about it when they go for a rebound.
I do. Because he was very effective in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, when he
a game changer. Yeah, but I just every time he go up for a rebound, I just somebody's under his feet. Please don't be under his feet.
and then you got a guy like Mikal Bridges. He played like 500 games, something like that. Never missed a game.
He hasn't missed a game his whole career.
And look how skinny he is.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's not about that. For whatever reason, you can't put the finger on what is the root cause for players to be that way.
One guy's injury prone, the other guy don't. You can't injure him.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I say that now. He probably go out and hurt the first game. Now that I say that, but
let's hope not.
Right. He's played in 556 games.
That's ridiculous. I mean, it's unheard of. Now,
and see, he was smart too because he voiced the way Thibodeau was playing him.
Yes, he did.
You got me. I'm look like the Iron Man, whatever. I'm playing all these games. And I never missed a game, but you putting me close to missing one. Missing more. He wants to play. He doesn't want to get burned.
The day he said that, Alan Hahn on the radio said that is very telling. If he says something about something like that, that tells you that something's wrong.
Yep.
And a couple months later, Thibodeau gets fired.
Yep.
Because he's not the type to complain.
Yeah, exactly.
Just play. You know.
And he's also proud that he's able to play.
Yeah.
You know, that he doesn't want to get hurt.
Exactly.
You know.
That streak is something to be proud of.
Yep.
You know.
What's AC Green's record?
900 or something.
900 or something?
No. I think it's 1,000 or something.
AC Green.
I think it's double what he has.
Really?
Of course, I think Trevor's gonna look it up now. Of course.
Of course.
I think it's 1,000 or something.
Man, I didn't realize that.
He's been I remember it was the big thing back in the 80s, you know.
Yeah, I know. I know when he. Yeah, I think it's 1,000 or something. I think it's double what he has, or pretty close to it.
Wow, that's amazing.
You don't see nothing?
1,192.
There you go.
1986 to 2001.
Wow. He didn't miss one game.
Not one game.
That's incredible, man. All that running and jumping.
So, oddly enough, Bridges is at the halfway mark.
I know, halfway, yeah. So that means you got to play another 10 years without getting hurt.
That means you don't want to get burned out or get tired to the point that he's more susceptible to getting hurt.
Wow.
Yeah.
You pray when you're tired, man. That's dangerous, man.
You know, maybe we can bottle some of AC Green's energy and pass it on.
Well, there's an element of want to as well, you know.
Yeah.
So a lot, you know. It's funny. AC Green did it in an era where they weren't making ridiculous salary.
No, they weren't.
So the motivation wasn't money. It wasn't even a prospect of money.
No.
Which is pride in his work.
Because he probably made a couple $1 million a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't making $15 million a year. That's for sure. He probably made 1 or 2, and that was about it. But I'm telling you, Huck Party is going to be our get rid of Mitch guy. And we're gonna. They may package Mitch together with Deuce.
You really think they're gonna trade him this year?
I think so.
Really?
So. I do.
Really?
And then and I think they're gonna put him and Deuce together and trade him to Denver for what's his name?
For one person.
Yeah, for the forward. I forgot his name now.
Cam Johnson?
No. Can't think of the guy's name. Light skinned brother with the dreads.
Oh, the dunk guy? Yeah, dunk. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
What's his name?
That's who I think they're gonna go after.
Aaron Gordon?
Gordon, yeah. I think they're gonna go after.
Oh.
Yeah, he coming up with some weird. Well, since you went that route, let's get back to who we have.
Yeah. You'll see.
Because who we have,
remember I also predicted, you don't give me credit for this, but I predicted that we were gonna get Cat, but you said I didn't say that.
Well, you did say that. I did give you credit for that.
Oh, you did give me credit for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I really did not think they were going to train Randall. I really didn't think so because it was redundancy to me. Yeah. I see that it's not.
I'm so happy
that it's actually been beneficial to both teams.
Yep.
You know, so that's a rarity when the trade works out to that degree. I just hate the fact that we had to give up Dante. That's all.
Now that I didn't like. But like you said, back to who we have.
Oh, now you want to quote me? Wow. I feel honored.
He did say like you said.
So this team, I want to just share the roster for this team and the depth chart. This was pretty interesting as I started to look at it. Hold on. This was pretty interesting. All right, let me share my screen. Looking at this starting five, I like the proposed starting five because it really does give me a warm and fuzzy feeling about this team, you know, because it is something that clearly was something that was well thought out by Rose. And so because of that, you know, he made sure he had proper replacements in line with them, you know, from a bench standpoint. So that really does make me feel good about how they put this team together. I don't like the claim last year that there was no bench. I don't think there was any player that the previous coach wanted to play was outside of his team, because that was his MO throughout his career. So regardless if it wasn't a true bench, which is again why I think it was real as to why that person was replaced, then that's why I feel this way. But either way, talking about who's here, they're starting five, and the route, the way in which, you know, Brown wants them to play is interesting because one, Brunson is not a running player, but Bridges and Nobi are. Towns, I'm scared for him to run because he looks like he's hurt every time he runs. He's out of control.
He does get hurt, yeah.
And Mitchell, I just feel he's going to knock his knees and and something's going to happen. So to put it on a running team with these starting five, I think two of the five can really play in that style. Brunson can adjust, but of course, he's the closer man. And if he can, you know, utilize Towns in a way that doesn't get him hurt, I think this team will be very effective. But I think their bench truly is something to not to change, but really to really, it's more of a change of pace type of a team, because you get some shooting, you get some one-on-one scoring, and you get some effort throughout, which coming from a second unit, you want to have that type of skill set there because you can put pressure, either extend your lead or help you to get back when you're down. So I think that that second unit does have that ability to be able to have that level of effect. And the remaining four is just a caveat. That got the Mohamed Dawara. I saw him in the summer league, and I was enticed by his desire to just go. It's like a lengthier Josh Hart. Can just go up and down the court and attack the rim, attack the player in front of him. He can make good decisions with the ball, but just like Hart, he needs to tighten up his handle. Hart hasn't improved his handle since he's been in college. It's been the same way, but he never really is challenged. But him, for Muhammad, since he's much taller, you can really get into him and affect his dribble if you really want to. But so you need to strengthen up his handle, and so that's something that's one of those players that I'm like, okay, it's interesting that he made the spot and is actually going to be, you know, playing on this team. But overall, I think it's going to be a 10-man rotation, and I think they're going to have a great success this year overall. Pretty much, you know.
I'm upset by one thing. They got rid of Precious, man.
And he just got cut by Miami too.
Excuse me?
He just got cut by Miami too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I was loving Precious, man.
Mm-hmm. Precious had his impact on the team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kept Mitch and got rid of Precious.
Got my vote on that.
Kept the hurt man and got rid of Precious.
You didn't have to worry. Well, it's funny. Last year he was hurt with a hamstring issue.
You talking about
Precious? He didn't start the season.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he got hurt with a hamstring issue. Did
Do
start.
you think that sometimes the Knicks keep people out for longer than they need to be out?
You mean on the injury reserve list?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he because it should have been hurt that long with a hamstring.
Hamstring was 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the degree.
Yeah, but he was out for almost two months.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he played the first half of last year, did he?
He was back in December, I think it was.
Yeah, come on, man, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of hamstrings he got? Paper?
Unless it was torn. If it's strained, that's one thing. If it's torn, that's another story.
Yeah, he missed. I think it was through December. He was out.
What I don't like about this,
How about something that you like about it? How about liking something?
I do like the starting five, even though I hate Mitchell, but I do think he's. Well, I'd rather have Porty start than him, to be honest with you. But I can deal with number five, the starting five. I like to have a little bit more offense, but playing the way the Brown wants him to play may suit him.
Mm-hmm.
That may suit his ability, because he can run.
Mm-hmm.
There's no question about it. But I'm not crazy about McBride at the point guard backup.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have the he doesn't have the court sense.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that.
He's more of a dribble shoot guy than he is look to set somebody up guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know who I would take out of that second five. Because I like Hart. I like Clarkson.
I would agree with that. I think I don't see any one of those guards, Clarkson or McBride, filling in a playmaker type of a role. Having watched Bridges when he was in the team in Brooklyn, he played a playmaker position, those year and a half that he was there. He played on and off the ball. And he has an element of being able to do that for a limited amount of time per game. So I think there's a opportunity for him to be able to be used in that capacity, but we'll see how he gets used. But as far as Josh Hart being that type of a player on a lengthier role for leading the team in that way, I'm not a big fan of that. As much as I like his heart and effort, I don't see him as a playmaker from that sense. He has to be always on the move, fast breaking to make a decision like that. Not, if that's the role that he's going to play in that way, fine. But if they're going to force him to bring the ball up, no.
Well, if he knows what they have him done is shooting forward, a small forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he's not listening.
No, but he would be the biggest candidate for the dominant ball handler for this five. I don't see McBride or Clarkson being that guy.
No, he wouldn't be. He wouldn't be. He would not be. His handle is not good enough, and his court vision is not good enough. Believe it or not, McBride may be better at it than Hart is, because, like you said, he's done it, for a year or so, while he was there in Brooklyn. Clarkson, he likes to shoot, but he does have the ability to pass.
He's a scorer. That's who he is. He's a scorer. He's been a scorer since he was with the Lakers. That's all he has been, which I'm not mad at it, because I want that type of person coming off the bench. You do want that off the bench. You want a microwave. That's what you want. The microwave invented
Vinny Johnson.
If you want to go world be free, you can do that too. I mean, come on, that's what you want with someone in that capacity. So I definitely see him as I don't want him being a playmaker. I want him seeing him putting up buckets, as long as he's effective doing it.
I would just like to get Kolek off that bench and let him play. I really would.
Yeah, and he may get the opportunity if Hart's really hurt. If his back is really going to keep him out this first month of the season, you may see
his back
an opportunity.
His back is that bad?
I'm not saying it's about that, but that would be I would expect him to be out for at least first couple of weeks.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean that would be a whole month.
He got hurt in October. He got hurt in the summer league.
No, he got hurt.
No, he got hurt
He got hurt.
in Abu Dhabi. How you say it?
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, he got hurt over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
that's what I see. If he's out longer than that, because they're not talking about how long he's going to be out, but I'm just anticipating. He hasn't played. It's been, I say 4 weeks minimum he's going to be out, which is beginning of October, just to the beginning of November. And if anything goes beyond that, then why bring him back till before Christmas? Let him really get his back healthy.
Yeah.
Because if he's that integral to how this team plays, you want him at his best.
Yep.
Playoff time.
And it's the beginning of the season, so there's no need to rush him back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And if your bench is as good as you say it is, you should be able to do without him.
Exactly. Hold the fort.
Yeah, because you have Shamet there, and Shamet definitely can shoot better and definitely can handle better. So looks pretty good.
But as far as this up and down style of play, which I understand is going to create more opportunities, less stress on the offense, but it requires more on the defense because as you're playing that up and down speed, you're out of position. So you got to have a level of discipline, and hopefully that they will. In the first 2 games you saw they were free going, but when they got challenged in that Minnesota game, they reverted right back to what they were used to. They didn't run as much, because they got pressured by the defense, and that if they're going to play this style, they have to learn to play through that challenge, and not quickly revert back to pounding the ball, rely upon the 1-2 punch from Brunson and Towns.
Yeah,
because that ultimately has more of a negative effect on the team if they want to play this style.
Yep.
They'll revert right back to what's normal.
There's no distribution.
If the coach, as the coach said, having the confidence and the discipline to play at this style no matter what, that's going to require a lot of discipline on their part.
Now, by the way, has either of you noticed something about Yabusele?
I'm not familiar with him.
Well, he had another block in the preseason that was reminiscent of the EuroLeague this past. Well, he played with France.
The one thing I noticed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The one thing I noticed about him, he's shaped like a football player.
That he is.
That's a big
he can get
dude,
up,
man.
He can get up, and he can get vertical, and he can get horizontal. So he can go side to side. He has a lot of agility for that size that big, for that guy that big, right?
I was like, he is built.
Now, is he black or white?
He's black.
He's black.
He's a black Frenchman.
Okay.
And if I was and if you ever see him, don't call him a black Frenchman. You just call him sir. That's a big boy, man.
So he called him yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But oddly enough, he's not built. He's built up top like Anthony Mason, but his legs are not Anthony Mason.
No,
Mason's legs were thin,
but his top
is thick. He's more like a lineman type of a player.
He stick all the way through. But he moves like a god.
That's cool. He's a powerful.
He's a very powerful forward.
Yeah, he can't. I don't think you can play him at the center unless it's a guy his size, someone that he can push around. That's different,
Now I remember seeing one game where they had one kid on. This kid was like jumping out of the gym, man. That's probably who you're talking about. I didn't know. Does he have braids?
No, I don't remember braids.
I thought I remember the kid that had braids.
That was.
But he might have got cut.
No, you might be talking about Diawara. Is that how you say it, Terry?
Diawara.
Diawara.
No, he don't have. Diawara doesn't have braids though.
He doesn't. No. Well, what you call it? Wait a minute. Did that? Oh, the Pacone has braids. But he's light
He ain't
skinned.
jumping out of the gym. Yeah, he ain't jumping out of the gym now.
Mm. He was a young kid, if I remember.
Light skinned, brother?
He was light skinned, yeah.
Yeah, Bacone.
Yeah, Pacome, he does jump out. He has he has athleticism to do that. I really haven't seen him really maximize that ability.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which for whatever reason that is, I find that a lot in some of these French plays. You know,
Yeah.
they play too. I would say their style is more the natural way of playing basketball, fundamentally sound.
Mm.
Right.
You know, but knowing how to play the game with that athleticism is a different story.
Oh, excuse me.
You know, but so we talked about preseason, talk a little bit about regular season, what we anticipate from this team. It's funny, I was going through my win-loss, and one of my win-loss scenarios went up to 65 wins. So that is not this team.
Hey, you never know.
Well, they will struggle. They are going to struggle the first 25. That's for sure. So the first 25
You
games,
said that because I just pull out the teams they play in the first 25.
first 25, they're going to be probably 12-12 or 12-13, something like
I
that.
see that, but I'm gonna call them out: Cleveland, Boston, Miami, Milwaukee, Chicago, Washington, Minnesota, Brooklyn, Memphis, Orlando, um,
Atlanta's a loss.
Minnesota,
Loss. Loss.
Dallas,
Win.
Dallas,
Loss.
Brooklyn, Charlotte, Indiana, Toronto. That's the first 2 months, or a month and a half, you know? So I can clearly see, to your point, Glenn, going half and half in that as they
Yeah.
get acclimated to season.
Minnesota,
So,
the Timberwolves, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that they're gonna automatically lose to them?
Because the Timberwolves are good. And Knicks not on their level yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that's
Well, again, that's my point, because this team is really a new team, even though it's the same
yeah, it
starting
is.
five.
It is.
Right.
The style of play is different. For
Yeah.
instance, like the first game of the season is Cleveland. That's a loss to me because Cleveland is more closer to who they were at the end of last season versus the Knicks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So because of that, they're going to lose to teams in the first 20 games that are more closer to who they were at the end of last season that were good. You know, as they acclimate to this new style of playing.
And then what you're going to see is that the second half, they're going to probably be like 35.
Burns.
Yeah, 35 and 15 or 20, something like that. Big, a larger difference in the win-loss.
Right.
Yeah, and which give them another, I would say 53, 54 games, not 65.
Yeah, I was my fantasy coming out.
Yeah, you must have had like a martini in your hand. You look at
No, I'm a dark guy. Keep that in mind. Nothing but yaks and bourbons. So, but I'm ending my prediction, and I'm gonna go a little bit higher than what I thought I was going to be, but I'm gonna say 60-22 this year.
Wow, that is a lot.
Yeah, that's a whole lot.
My confidence is more in, I think the Knicks will play fast, but if that game is close, that ball is going into Brunson's hands, and because they have used more of the players throughout the season, that he's not going to be as focused upon throughout the game.
Yeah.
And his user rate will be down, which hopefully that will lead to more effectiveness in last 6 minutes of the game and allow him to be the closer. That's what I see happening, which will lead to them winning games if they're close within that 5 to 10 point difference in the last 6 minutes of the game.
I'll say 55 and what would that be? 55 and 17, would that be?
27.
27. Yeah, 55 and 27. That's that thing.
What are you saying, Jimmy?
I'm kind of along the lines what Glenn is saying. 55 and 27. Something along those lines. 54, 28.
No, you said 55, bro.
Sticking with that, right?
Now, I do want to say this. I hope we won 82. But I'm thinking 55, something like that. But we'll see. And again, and as I always say, I hope I'm wrong. Hope we win more.
I hope we win the championship. Look at what happened with Cleveland.
Yeah.
The best record, man, all year, and they crashed in the end.
Well, there was a lot of fluff with them, so it's never anything of serious consequence to me. So, looking at this week, we're still doing our this week predictions. They play at home. They start the season off on Wednesday at home against Cleveland.
Lost.
And they play Friday at home against Boston, and then they go on the road to Miami on Sunday.
Win. 2-1.
Well, I say 2-1.
2-1 sounds good. I'm hoping it's 3-0.
I do too. I really want. If they win that Cleveland game, I see 3-1. But I optimistic. I feel that, as I said, Cleveland's more closer to who they were at the end of the season, even though they lost in the playoffs. I don't think the Knicks are at anywhere near that playoff.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
they're not the season yet.
Yeah, they're a new team, a brand new team.
We'll see.
Going against the house.
So that's what I'm seeing. That's my story.
Now, when we got to contact Susan and Crystal.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna take care of them.
Yeah, find out what their predictions are.
See what they are, and they're allowed to come back next week and talk a little bit about what they've seen. So, all right.
Yes.
But until that time,
and a shout out to Susan. Hope she feels better. She have little issues.
Oh, yeah. Let me take care of the other side of the mouth.
Hope she feels better.
Sounds good. All right. Call them the MSG. See you.
Hey.
Adios.